Okay. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that.
Hello, what's up? Oh shit, we ain't got the right background, man.
You
What we
gotta,
on?
more man. Go
This your show.
ahead. You know what I
This your
mean?
this your show.
Oh, they me?
Yeah,
Oh, wait. Well, then, I mean, hold on now. Hold
come
on. Let's
on.
go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get this right. Let's go ahead and get this right. Get this right.
You
Yo, we
why
here to
you
talk big, huh?
why you talking like a South Florida pimp? Like what's going on?
What's the problem?
You
Look,
talking like? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
y'all done seen what we done seen. I done seen what y'all done seen. We done all seen the same thing together. It's big rat time. Right now it's big rat time. I told y'all was laughing, talking about big rat ain't a name. We can't go with big rat and big rat here. Big rat here. And you know who else here?
You must know that first. Can't nothing and nobody fade what we trying to do and what we about to do. Second thing is, we got this game on our level. You understand what I'm saying?
Say that. Yo, welcome to another episode of In Space. It's gonna be a short video. We're gonna get y'all in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like the corner store. That's a all right. All right, all right.
Freak ass boy, man.
Anyway, so shout out to all the people that support us here, man. Shout out to, you know what I mean, her, Scott Vigner there at the bottom, 504 500 1111. Justin, don't think the timestamps ain't being written down. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah. Post office here, baby. You know what I'm
come
saying?
on.
You know what I mean? Post office here, nigga. We about to we got the stamps. All
Come
right.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cheap tattoo shop. We got the stamps. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Let's
We here.
go.
So, we about to talk a little big rat. And look, I know everybody, if you a Saints fan, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a good portion of people are just excited to see somebody, with talent that the players seem to revolve around the fan base. It's a game in the city coming up. I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And you get an opportunity to see somebody that, is rare that so early in the season that's a fifth round pick that a fan base have kind of been overly excited about. You know how we get in that fan base. I mean, you show glimmers of anything that's better than what we watching. We want to see you play. But now people get the opportunity, whether it's for bad, for worse, or for the better, to watch Big Rat play. So what we're about to watch is something that should be, or that could be a very important element of Spencer Rattler's maybe first start or multiple starts, however this goes, and it's going to be around playing next to or behind a subpar offensive line. Huh? What happened? All right, well, just in
We ain't
case.
no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. You know what I'm talking about?
So we about to watch Spencer Rattler thrive, dealing with a subpar offensive line because the Saints, who may be coming into the year, well, no, they definitely had offensive line questions coming into the year. They couldn't afford injuries, and let me tell you, buddy, they got the backup to the backup hurt, the starters hurt, everybody hurt. You hurt. Everybody need to call Scott Vigner.
They need to
Lito,
call
what's up,
Scotty.
bro?
Hey man, look, I'm gonna give you your credit, man. Like we was talking the other day, and you said, basically like, what would be the difference between him and Hayner playing, X, Y, Z? And you was like, I mean, he played behind a bad offensive line in South Carolina, and I was like, damn, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. So, you know, just to give y'all a little background of the show. Oh, god damn, he got smoked.
Destroyed. Go back.
Gee whiz. Oh damn! I should have done it under the fucking Boot Crew YouTube. We got the premium on the book. I just forgot to log into it.
Oh my god, brother got smoked, and that's important, man. Because what do people complain? What's when you watch Derek Carr throw interceptions? What is he evading more times than not?
He's evading pressure.
Yeah, throwing
Yeah.
off his back foot, sloppy mechanics. You know what I'm saying? Just simply trying to keep him trying to stay away from certain hits, which all quarterbacks should do. But the problem is those throws can't turn into consistent turnovers or interceptions when you are as hurt as this team is, when you do have such a, I guess, a slim margin for mistakes. And, you know, you could argue interception in the Atlanta game, interception in the Kansas City game. By the time the fourth quarter came around, you know, they loomed large.
That's a hell of a throw.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see who he playing against right now? Do you take that into account, or you just like?
I'm watching the throws.
Word.
I'm watching the throws. I'm watching your mannerisms, whether it's a clean pocket versus a pocket where you got to improvise versus one where you got to step in knowing you about to get destroyed. Like that right there. That translates. That translates whether you playing Alabama or you playing Furman. The other shit may not. Like you ain't getting behind. Okay, he may not get as lucky and getting wide open wide receivers against Georgia like he did Furman, but now you get to see him throw and into some contested areas.
Good screen. Go wide receiver screen like that.
There's a wide receiver for South Carolina named Leggett. That name sound familiar to you, Lito?
Yeah, man. He played for Carolina now.
Yep.
Sound like Boomhauer. Yeah, man. Rattler need to throw me that ball. He sound like your boy of the water ball.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Was that necessary?
I mean, you calling him Big Rat? I mean, good
That's
throw.
his name, dog. That's his name.
Good throw.
Standing in the pocket. Damn, look at it. Standing in the pocket, dog. You just got to be able to make these throws. We saw him make a couple throws against pressure in the preseason. Well, it was just like, and it feels like with with Derek Carr. I mean, he struggles with most quarterbacks struggle with, right? With any, if you pressure them up the middle, they tend to look a little different. But the fact that Rattler's willing to take these hits to throw dimes, got to be everything for this team.
You saying that Carr is not willing to take the hits to throw dimes?
No. I'll tell you something else. He finding his number one receiver.
Yeah, Olave will get passes. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. This is no disrespect to my boy Shaheed. He not supposed to have the most targets on the team, son.
That's a fact. Oh. Okay, Tennessee.
Blicky.
And then got down.
Blicky got the stiffy.
Stop doing that. Oh my God.
That's what we need right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I might run through my TV. He pulled that off.
Oh.
And he got a really good mobility and core strength for real. Because
when you dealing with this offensive line, you better. You had to. What Wayne say? I had to. As a matter of fact, I had to.
Passing the centers, huh? Oh,
Legette.
oh,
Like, I mean, look, man, college film and NFL film totally different. The game faster, but look how quickly he processes things.
yeah.
Everything just ain't broken plays. Like he's processing things, he's processing reads, he's throwing. That was really intense. You see the
Oh,
arm. Now that's a Carr pass right there. But what's the difference, Lito? Go back.
took the hit.
Not even just that. He had the arm talent. He had the arm talent to put the ball where it needed to be.
Hold on. I'm not gonna give you that one.
Okay.
I think Carr got the stronger arm.
Okay.
I just think. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I just think that the difference to me is this would be off one leg fading away for Carr.
Mm-hmm.
He about to get smoked. But if you look at his feet, both feet are set. Both feet are in the ground. He premeditated the hit is premeditated at this point in his mind. He know he about to get smoked. He ain't fade away though. I mean, he kind of faded away.
He definitely faded away.
Yeah, but I'm saying the feet.
But look though, like when we watch Carr throw these passes, they ultimately be, they're underthrown. Like it wasn't like Legette had to slow down too much, and like he still, in a way, was able to high point the football.
Yeah.
Like he put.
Oh no.
Oh wow. He still found a way to put Legette in a positive situation versus him having to come back and track the ball. I'm not saying Carr can't make that throw.
I'm saying he don't.
Just saying he don't enough.
If you don't, you can't. Oh
my God. Because that's the biggest. Like, what's your biggest critique on Carr?
Shit, man. Well, last year he was checked down Charlie. This year he's so fixated on the deep ball to Shaheed and his pocket presence. Like the offensive line is obviously not great, but his timidness, I would say, in the pocket is one of the two, because there was a play against Kansas City where Olave was wide open.
Yep.
But I mean, he didn't get around to seeing him, and I get it. I'm talking shit in the game where he's in the game, actually about to get hit by a 300-pound man. And I just don't like him. If I could just be honest with you, I just don't like him.
Look at this, bro. I mean, everything I'm watching in this Missouri film is Rattler just making him be in the offense.
Yeah.
So, that's a dive. I mean, I don't know, man.
Who offensive line you think is better here? South Carolina or the Saints?
Terrible throw. Like, if we talking, I mean, you got to say the Saints, because like South Carolina, it wasn't like. Well, I won't say that. I don't know how hurt they were. I know the Saints have a banged up offensive line right now. I know when healthy, they have some kind of strong points between, McCoy, the tackle that they just drafted in the first round recently. Ruiz isn't a superstar, but I think he's he has some strong points to his game. I think he's a good interior lineman. And then they kind of just putting, they kind of trying to figure it out the rest of the way, pretty much dealing with Ramczyk stuff. But Trevor Penning, because remember, we thought Trevor Penning was going to be like
good.
Well, we thought he was going to be good, but we thought he was going to be a real problem. And the biggest issue, it feels like, has been them kind of keeping the interior part of the line together. Penning hasn't been perfect, he ain't been a huge problem. I wouldn't say, right? Like we worried about.
Yeah, no, I mean he's been decent this year.
Yeah, he's been okay. He hasn't been god awful. So I don't really know if I could answer that question. I'm just happy that I can watch him make throws under duress and be comfortable with it.
How you feel about South Carolina's record with him being? Would you say he was a top 10 quarterback? Like, how would you rank him as far as a quarterback in college? Like, top what?
In some ways, the way that you would rate Sheduer. You know what I'm saying? Like playing with, a defense that that struggled with, that wasn't necessarily elite, right? And at least the difference between him and Sheduer is that we're not talking about him playing with Travis Hunter. Talk about some solid weapons, and we talk about Leggett, who eventually was a part of the same draft class he was. But we talking about bad offensive line in the SEC, and we're talking about not top tier elite weapons, and a lot of plays in which we're watching him make.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to give him credit. You got to give him the credit. Like, these are it's just him making magic. And all these games, man, you look at the bottom of this. They playing ranked teams. You see Clemson, Missouri was up there.
All right. So you brought up a valid point. Let me ask you a question. Who the better quarterback, Sheduer or Rattler?
Sheduer.
Shedeur's the better quarterback.
I think Sheduer's the better quarterback, yeah.
That's a good timestamp right there, buddy. That's a good timestamp right there.
Yeah. I think he's the better quarterback.
Who do you think? What are your expectations of Rattler this Sunday? Give me how many touchdowns, how many interceptions, or any touchdowns?
He's playing one of the worst pass defenses in football. So I think he can get you at least one touchdown. I think somewhere between 175 and 200 yards. You got to assume that they're going to be looking to use his mobility, but also still focus heavy on running the football and make the game as simple for him as possible. Rattler a little bit of a gunslinger, bro. He gonna make some throw. He gonna try some things that he probably shouldn't, and that should Tampa should have at least a couple. And and he's a rookie, right? First game in New Orleans. Mike Evans said it's personal with everything that Florida is dealing with. Shout out, man. If y'all got people in Florida right now dealing with Hurricane Milton, man, I hope you and yours are straight or good. And things get back to anywhere close to normal really soon. But it's a divisional game. It's a game that the Saints kind of got to win.
Yeah. You calling it a win? What you doing?
Bro, it's gonna be a lot of energy in that building. And I think if Rattler makes a couple of throws that I think from a talent perspective, maybe only he can make on this team, on this current team, and we're talking about his ability to improvise and doing those things, like the defense is going to give them some opportunities. The running game option will be there, and the defense that you're playing against is bad enough to where you should have the options, you should have the opportunities, and you got players that want to play for you. You got players that want to play for you. Kubiak said, when talking about him, Lito, he said, coming into the game, he said that he hasn't been around many gamers, and typically what you've seen in practice translates to Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about Big Rat. So I don't know if they necessarily win, because the Saints got some question marks on their side as well. When it comes to health, Tampa has a hell of an offense, but I know it's gonna be some energy there. He gonna have the opportunities to win the game.
That kind of hearing Gary say he hasn't been around many gamers.
Clint, old man.
Clint, I'm sorry. Shout out to Gary, man. Just to let you know how long I've been around the game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
Let me find out exactly what he said real quick. He said, looking forward to watching him let his natural ability take over. But what the fuck else did he say? I saw that shit earlier too, bro. Like, I saw it earlier. I just don't know where it's at. Yeah, but I definitely saw it earlier. The way he may not have said that he had too many. Well, that he hadn't been around too many gamers. What the fuck is this at though? Let's see. What else did he say? Rattler strengths, filling the pocket around him, feeling all 5 eligibles, things you can't coach. So we talking about his ability to improvise. Boom. I haven't met a lot of gamers. Usually what people do in practice is what they do in games. That's why we're confident in this decision.
Okay.
We know he's confident.
You confident as a motherfucker. Yeah. I mean, how you feel about that though? Is it false confidence or is it you think the confidence is real?
Nah. Who, Rattler or Kubiak?
Rattler.
Nah, that's him. That's him. That was him in high school. That was him in college. Had to be humble a little bit.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a story right there, dog. Bro got a story.
He does. His college stats, his college performance is not the greatest. However, that has nothing to do with where he's going. His past has nothing to do with where he's going. I'm looking at some of his draft comps, some of his pros and cons. One of them is something we talked about during this podcast. Is excellent when on the move and has the arm talent to make throws most college level quarterbacks wouldn't even attempt.
Yeah.
Despite being viewed as a mobile quarterback, Rattler is skilled as a pocket passer, has a nice feel for pressure.
Everybody keeps saying that.
Sprays the ball anywhere on the field, especially when given a pocket from which to deliver. Will step up into the pocket while looking downfield, reset feet, and deliver. These are things that we have seen. We just saw on film. One of his draft comps is Brock Purdy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree.
Interesting. Because it's not like he got an elite arm, but he got like the ball. The ball does like there is some like untrackable arm talent. Like his placement of the football to where almost any part of the field tells you that there's just something there. Like some of the throws that we watched him make in the preseason, to where it's like, what the fuck? Like nobody else on this team can make that throw. Nobody can make that throw as quickly as he. I just think the instincts of it all, bro, to where he's a football player, and he's gonna make things happen. And really, like, you can't really game plan for, and that's perfect for a situation like this because it's a scramble, right?
Yeah.
He so happened to be good at scrambling on the field.
I'm gonna read you these last two things, and we're just gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler's collegiate journey is one for the books. You just talked about that. From being celebrated as a potential top pick in the draft to being benched and being forced to transfer, his path isn't linear. Where have you heard that from? Rattler's arm often drawing comparisons. After I say this, I'm just going to pause and look into the camera. Rattler's arm often drawing comparisons to the likes of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, come on.
Yo,
I see it though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to talk about it, but I understand.
I don't want to talk about it either because
I understand. But look, Pat Mahomes, like when we talking about some of the, I mean, I don't know if we've seen many quarterbacks improvise just like him, dog. It's like
Pat is the
like it just like on the fly, just in the pocket, and he'll get the longest 20-yard carry you've ever seen. The longest 10-yard rush you'll ever see.
I'm just gonna flat out say this because I've been saying this. Pat Mahomes is the greatest quarterback the greatest talent at quarterback I've ever seen. I'm not. This is not a knock to anybody who's ever played quarterback, or I'm not shooting at Brady. I'm just saying the things that Pat does. I mean, fuck him. He retired. The things that Pat does, I ain't never seen nobody do. I've never seen anybody do. Anybody. This is obviously not a Pat Mahomes show, but boy, I wish it was. But anyways,
maybe it is a Pat Mahomes show. Maybe. And look, and somebody else, he got some similarities of he don't have that kind of necessarily arm straight. Like when we really talk about quarterbacks that improvise in the pocket, dog, like with just like completely off script, we really talking about Favre. And, but it's he just so happened to be a piece of shit that stole from a bunch of poor people.
I was about to say something about felonies.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Pat. Shout out to any of the quarterbacks that are like that are of that size, bro, that aren't 6'4", that aren't, and they kind of have to do that to survive, bro. Just feel the game on the fly.
No doubt. I mean, shit, man. I feel like we did our due diligence on Pat. I mean, maybe we did. Oh, in the show.
Shout out to Big Rat, Big Pat. I mean, we did our best. That's this, and that's that. Oh.
Yeah.